But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Hello, everybody. And can y'all hear me? And welcome to The Candy Shop. I saw the view button. Now already I'm losing it. But welcome to The Candy Shop. I am Candace.
And I'm so debonair.
And this is Champagne and Things. So, woo! Get into this. Hey, Nola Reeves.
Hey, Nola.
How was your week? It's been a minute since we've been on. We've been busy.
I know. My week has been, I'm on vacation, so I've been sleeping and getting ready for my trip for this weekend. What about you?
Just work.
Yeah.
Work. That's all I've been doing is work. I'm ready for a vacation, but let's get into these topics. So I want to start off, you know what? We can start off heavy and then we'll go lighthearted. So the heavy and hey, Q, related sessions and reactions and investigations and conclusions and whatever. So we're going to start off with the heavy stuff with JaguarWright and Lagena. So this story, and I told Deb I was going to let him do the lead in talking about it and hate Lamar, but I guess I'll take the lead. So with Lagena, of course, she was a young girl or a young woman that we were introduced to through TikTok. She claimed to be Aaliyah's daughter, and we all knew that she was not. She did not look like Aaliyah. And, you know, the situation was laughable because she looked nothing like Aaliyah or R. Kelly. What I didn't agree with was, first of all, the people comparing her to other people saying that they were her parents and putting a negative connotation on Black features. So that was an issue for me. That was issue number one. So I'll let you talk a little bit and then I'll go to the other issues of what's going on with
How many you got?
Go ahead.
You know, I just been watching it and I'm just thinking to myself when I first seen it, I was like, oh, here we go. This is about to be last summer all over again with a different person. And just to hear the girl talk, I was watching some of the content creators make videos about her past and things like that. And I noticed that she kind of that she was into witchcraft. And I believe, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking she probably really believes this mess because she probably has conjured up something and it's making her believe this.
Invoke the spirit to believe it. Right. Going back, and excuse the background noise. My daughter was at a party. Definite self-hate, though. I can agree with that when it comes to this young woman. But I mean, can you blame her? Not to say that this is like her self-hate is just justified. But when you look at how people were viewing her, she chose to believe in her mind one of the most outrageous things ever. And the way that people reacted to it, basically, I've seen so many things. I've seen a couple of content creators, and no shade to anybody, but I've seen a couple of content creators compare this woman's looks. They're saying, oh, she has Afrocentric features and all this other stuff. First of all, it was just negative with how everything was. And I lost my point because I got upset about that. But I have sympathy for her situation. You can clearly tell that there's something wrong with her. And when I get to my second point of the exploitation on YouTube, I'll talk more about how I feel about her illness. But let me just say hey to Cheryl, Liberian Kanya Pepper, hey, Nikki Merst, and hey, Miss Platinum. Good to see you.
Hey. But I think it's I think it's a sad story, you know. I just want to know what happens after this DNA result comes back. You know, where does she go? I seen an interview that she did this morning saying that she was going to go get help. If it comes back that those are her parents,
it's gonna come back that they're not.
I mean, I'm telling you what she said. And I'm just thinking, like, maybe this is the way that God wanted her to get help. I mean, only she's going to actually go do it. You know, I don't know.
And her help is my third problem that I have with this situation. Q said it goes deeper, but I choose not to bring it to YouTube. Right. That's another thing that I don't understand with everything that's happening to her on YouTube. Let's talk about point number 2, the exploitation.
Mhm.
Um, I do feel like she's being exploited on YouTube. My stance on when Sean David Way initially brought her to YouTube, I
Mhm.
don't think he had ill intentions. I don't think he realized the situation was as serious as it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sympathetic to him. I'm partial to him because I do like Sean David Way, and I know a lot of people won't agree with that, but I do. Um, what the way that I looked at it, this was a girl that went viral on TikTok. Why not get an interview with somebody on TikTok? We already know that people on content creators use a lot of YouTube stories. So to interview her, I didn't think it was nothing. But when he interviewed her, that opened up the window to all of the craziness and seeing what she truly was like. And
Mhm.
like other content creators, including JaguarWright,
Mhm.
pounced on it. But
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
Yeah. No, I agree with everything you just said. I feel the whole thing with Jag is just crazy to me. You know, that girl's even with her right now. That to me, I can't even wrap my mind around that.
Yeah. And that's the third thing, the Jaguar Wright involvement in this situation. So already, now I'm not a person that feels that does not like Jaguar Wright. I
Mhm.
feel like she was exploited as well.
Mhm.
But the thing is, we've seen several situations happen with Jaguar Wright, from her spreading her son's ashes to dealing with Solar from that cult,
Oh
and then
yeah.
now her car got burned up, whatever. I don't know what the deal is with her car being burned up, but there have been a lot of weird situations that happen with her. So
Mhm.
to get involved with this, it's like I don't know. And the girl, when I was watching one of her TikToks, she brought up Jaguar Wright. She basically sympathized with her, saying that people in the industry are keeping her quiet. It's a lot of it is just is craziness. It shows you how really sick and twisted people are.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I heard people saying something like they think that her and Legina met at the in the hospital or something like that. You heard that?
Where is Legina from? From?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I thought Legina was either from
Oh,
Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah. So how would they meet in the same hospital or jail or mental institution?
I don't know.
And hey, Fifi. So I just think that the girl went viral. She mentioned Jaguar Wright. Jaguar
Mhm.
Wright saw the girl come to YouTube and saw that as a, a out or an easy way to get to the young woman. I
This,
don't think they
this,
knew each other before this, but I think Jaguar Wright capitalized on what was going viral.
yeah. I saw the interview she did today, where I guess Jack's going to do like an eight part series on helping her.
How, oh, blind leading the blind. That's what it seems like. How is she helping her?
Jack keeps on saying she ain't. She's feeding her, and she looks happy. I'm like, listen, man.
And that was another thing that I forgot to bring up, the whole GoFundMe
Yeah,
and how it was Jaguar Wright's information. And I understood from what the situation was, the young woman didn't want her personal information put out there, anything tied to her. So Jaguar Wright's Cash App was used uh, for that very purpose. But people
wow.
are thinking it was just a scam, a money grab from the beginning.
I didn't even know that.
Yes.
Wow.
So what are your thoughts after knowing that part?
I'm just like, again, I'm just, when this is all over with, what's going to happen? You know, because the girl don't have no money, she has no job, she has nowhere to live at. If what happens if Jack gets mad at her? Like, what happens?
It's a very scary situation, and that's why I said I actually didn't think negative of Jag from all the stuff that had happened until most of this recent stuff. So I feel like this girl is in danger. But I shouldn't say girl, the young woman, because she's in her 20s. The
Yeah.
young woman clearly has some mental issues, and Jag is, to me, taking advantage of that. And this young woman, Jag is the person that's exploiting this young woman the most.
Yeah.
And I don't see a good outcome coming from it. I I just it makes me speechless, really.
Same here. I'm praying for the for the girl. I keep saying little girl,
Yeah.
but it's
Q,
like she had.
I'm gonna drop the link for Q because maybe he know more about this. He seems to have a little bit of insight. I'm gonna drop the link for Mr. Celebrity Q, the master of the mess. But Q, I want you to come up here and talk a little bit about it. You know more about this young woman than what we do, but I still feel like the girl is being exploited. Um, I think she has a mental issue, so please make it make sense as to why you think she knows what she's doing. If you can come up, and I know you see my link, but yeah, what are your thoughts on everything, Deb?
I said everything I had. I just think, like I said, I'm waiting for the ending. What does that look like for her and Jag? Either one.
And I know they're shooting all of this on the, I don't even know how to pronounce Jag's production.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Okay. Gadget Q. Q disappeared unless he's getting ready to come up.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just say this. They can make a reality. Oh, here go Q. They can make a reality show out of this. So Mr. Red Label Confessions and Reactions. Tell me your thoughts.
He's on mute.
And you're muted. Q. You're muted. And we can't hear you. But with this situation, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hold
on. You're making this raggedy.
Pairing.
Hey.
Bluetooth connected.
Oh, Lord. Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. You're making this raggedy.
What?
It's the echo.
Yeah, I had to turn it off. My echo was up on my soundboard. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Deb? Hey, the Candy Shop. Hey, everybody in the chat. What's going on?
Allegedly, Shannon just came over.
So it has been a lot with this whole entire story. And the investigators and Red Label Investigations have been on it.
So, and let me ask you this, Q, because I want to interview you a little bit. So I know you went live about this young woman a few days ago, and then it looks like you've been trolling her. I'm confused because I thought that.
So, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I feel like this young woman was being exploited, but the way that you come, you're making it seem as if she knows exactly what she's doing, and
she knows because that happened after. That happened after I had a conversation with a member of her family. And then I got the screenshots of what she was saying while she has been in Jag's camp.
Hey, Miss Buck, but I think this is Marva.
So
go ahead.
Lagena, Angela, she knows what she's doing. I had viewed the conversations that she has had with one of her cousins while she has been with Jag, and her whole purpose is to secure the bag, quote unquote.
I believe I heard her say that on her TikTok, something about her securing the bag or something.
Well, we have it in printed form and screenshots of what she was sending to members of her family. So, but there are other things that has gone on that I don't want to bring to YouTube. I think it's way too much to divulge into. And then that's why I've been quiet, but she knows what she's doing at this point.
So has she done this before?
No, she hasn't done it before. She does have you know, the mental instability.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and you know, there was some childhood trauma that resurfaced and got her to that point. But I'm gonna save that for the professionals because that ain't for me.
Yeah, I agree with allegedly Shady Shannon. She says she doesn't trust Jag and her husband. How do you feel
Mhm.
about Jag's involvement?
Jag is definitely exploiting her. If you all noticed, on another content creators live last night, Jag hopped into the chat and said, "I made $6,000 this week via Cash App, telling this story."
Wow.
So I'm like, why wasn't the money going to her? Why wasn't the money going to Lagena? And you saying that you are Cash Apping her $50 every 20 or 30 minutes or whatever it was, but yet you're sitting here on $6,000 that people are sending to support her, but yet you're collecting the money. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I agree with Nola. I hear myself, Q, but I agree with Nola. Jag and Tasha K are the same, and I had sympathized with Jag because of the way Tasha K exploited her. Well, interviewed her. I don't know. Remember two or 3 years ago
Mm-hmm.
when Jag first came on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
She interviewed with Storm, and then Tasha K. That was like the start of the alleged downfall of Tasha K and Storm because Storm allegedly stole the JaguarWright interview from Tasha K or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Tasha K. What?
Go ahead.
Oh, Tasha K ended up interviewing Jag and then brought up Jag's molestation, interviewed, like talked to Jag's ex-husband and some other stuff. And it was just so messy and I sympathized with her. But now looking at this situation and the last 3 situations that happened with JaguarWright, I feel like there is some truth to what everybody is saying about something being wrong with her and her motives. So,
I mean, you can kind of
not know that I have also spoken to members of her family this week, but I'm gonna keep quiet. Because from all the information that I gathered, I figured that it is not my place. I am not a mental professional. I am not going to sit here and go through that. We all know what happened to me when I had a situation a year ago bringing on childhood trauma and whatnot. So I just decided to leave it alone. But Jack has her own issues. That is apparent. Um, but she's also exploiting the situation. We all know that Lagena is not Aaliyah and R. Kelly's daughter. I mean, there was a Washington Post article posted on another content creator's channel when her dad was talking about his twins, because she is a twin, which I've spoken to her brother and her sister-in-law. But he does not have those same feelings. So if she's out here claiming that she's R. Kelly and Aaliyah's daughter, why doesn't your brother have the same feelings? Like, stop the cap. Like, how long are we gonna perpetuate this lie on YouTube and keep giving this girl and Jag attention on this story when we know it's not true? And then you look at some of the other blogs and commentators within other sectors of YouTube, and the self-hate is so apparent. Like, they talk about her features, her look, her skin tone, her nose, her eyes. Candy Shop, I even sent you a part of a blog that I sent in your IG for you to look at, of like, she should be shot down for looking like that. Like, what type of person are you, especially being a person of color and being black, to say something like that? Like, the self-hate is real. But yet,
and you could just tell she's like prolonging this, because why haven't they started the DNA test so they can get it over with?
Because she ain't.
We don't need no damn DNA test.
I know. I'm just saying.
We don't need no damn DNA test.
I mean, I just wanted to get it done so that like we can all rest this story there, like let it rest.
My thing is, what's going to happen to the situation when it runs its course, and then you have a person who is a paranoid schizophrenic who doesn't believe what they see or what is being told to them, and then they snap. So who's to say Jag and Goober are not in danger?
I just don't think they're in danger. I just feel like if anything, she's more in danger than they are because when she has no use, who knows what's going to happen to her? Like it's already. It seems like she's ostracized from her family. She don't really have. If she had people looking after her, she would have never been with Jaguar Wright. So it's like
Jaguar. She conjured her up. She talked about her for a year, trying to get her attention. Now she has it.
Yeah. Let me go to some of these comments real quick. So Youngridge said, "Isn't Jag the one that was rubbing crack all over her face like it was protective, yelling about my kids, puppy? What?"
I can't with Youngridge. They should have done.
Down. It looks nothing like those people. I 6K and Jag couldn't get her. These.
That's what I was saying. That's what I said. That wig is a fool.
Look at her up. She does look a mess. That's not even believable. Why they do Aaliyah like this? Right. I didn't like that. Aaliyah is like my all-time favorite singer. And this girl, first of all, you have the woman bringing up the fact that she had kids, lying on her. And then the other thing that upsets me is this young black woman just being on here embarrassing herself. So, hey, Show Don. Make sure you guys check out his 2023 Reality Awards. Best Reality Stars coming soon. I believe it airs Sunday. So be sure to check it out. I'm going to share it on my channel. Dev's going to share it on his. Share it on his. We'll go back to what were we talking about? The young woman.
Well, at the end of the day, Angela, aka Lagena, aka Love, aka it was something else. At the end of the day, she is just trying to secure the bag, and her quote unquote handlers is what she referred to Jag and Goomba as to her cousin as of 2 days ago. She called them handlers. It's trying to make sure she gets paid.
Wow.
Yes, and Cheryl said, "What do African look like?" And that's another thing. They were trying to. This is what gets me about them saying she has African features. All of us have African features, and so they were saying she can't look like Aaliyah. She can't look like R. Kelly because she has these African features. They're putting a negative connotation to Afrocentric features. Plus, they are separating themselves. What do they call it? The black diaspora. Is that what it is?
The what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you have to drink tonight? Hold on.
A lot.
Let me catch up.
Yes. But you get what I'm trying to say. So already, first of all, we all know that TikTok exploits black people, black women primarily from the beginning. Like I've seen stories on that. So you have yet another black woman on TikTok. Now she's banned, but they're exploiting her stories because she
got a new one now.
Somehow it's crazy how she goes viral, but other people that have like real stuff and that say real stuff don't go viral. But she goes viral. They exploit another girl. She moves it. She takes her show on the road to YouTube, and that's where she gets her handlers, and they teach her how to make money. But let me mute because my kids.
And when you have people who know the truth, and then you be like, "Oh my God, you look just like her. You look just like Robert Kelly's mother." Like you are enabling the mentally ill. You are enabling, and you know for the fact. And then the receipts were presented last night, and then Jag, had a fit in the chat. She knew, but the truth was exposed. But she was having a tantrum in a chat, and I was here for it because I'm just like, we all knew. But how are you going to process it and move forward to peddle the story along YouTube and Scamadelphia?
Right, and I hope this is not a sexual relationship. It just sounds like a mess. Why you covering your nose?
Oh no, I was scratching mine.
Look at
I
her
just, I
tell her
hope not.
license, right?
But at the end of the day, my thing is what's gonna happen when she is no use, she has no longer use for her, or Angela gets tired of Jag. What's gonna happen then? Is she gonna throw her on a bus back to Detroit?
That's what I just said. I mean, what happens? Because
What is the end game?
hopefully she even puts her back on a bus. She could just let her out.
Right. Well, those and Chef Don am right. She's mentally ill.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the part that's the saddest thing, which is why I sympathize more with her and what she has going on. And I know Q, you say she knows what she's doing, but she's still being exploited.
She's being exploited. She knows she's being exploited. She's collecting and counting cash apps and donations, and still she's along for the ride, and she's also seeking the attention. Have you all noticed every time she's on camera, she's always looking at the lens and smiling, like
Yeah.
look at.
Let's talk about the cult stuff. What's the cult stuff with her?
Oh, you mean from her dealing in the occult and conjuring up and summoning energies for herself because she wants to quote unquote escape her life?
Was that on TikTok?
Yeah.
It was on TikTok and also YouTube. She has a whole YouTube channel. You can watch it.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was on. It was on TikTok. I thought I said that to you.
You sent me. I saw her lives, but was it the TikTok
YouTube channels?
She has what?
She has 2 YouTube channels.
She has 2 YouTube channels.
Not 1, but 2. Yeah.
Wow.
The second one only has 11 subscribers, but it's still a mess.
This is the kind of stuff that I wouldn't be surprised in 5 years if there was a Lifetime movie for it, because that's what this seems like.
That's what it sounds like.
Because
everybody keeps saying single black female and
yeah, and I just never, with getting on YouTube, I've never imagined it being like this dark. Now I know people are crazy, but this is just black folks. I'm just shocked.
It's almost like we're all waiting for this like bad car accident to happen. Like we're just on this ride, we're just waiting for it to happen.
We're waiting for it to happen. But like you can look in her earlier videos, like to me the personality has changed as she dived deeper into whatever it was or whomever she was seeking in the occult. And it's like 2 separate personalities, and people are like, oh, you're just saying she's not possessed, yada yada yada. But when you look from her earlier on videos and then look at the timeline of where she goes into this sunken place, it's 2 different people. But that's just my analysis.
I noticed that when I watched the TikTok videos this morning.
And you all know I have my own experience with the other side. Ain't right. We're gonna let that play out, let that switch stay off until it turns back on. But yeah, there's something there.
And Lamar Robert Kelly, he has not put out a statement at all.
Well, I thought they said that somebody asked him about him having a daughter. He said no.
I didn't know he.
I watched that on somebody's channel.
I don't know what you started. Don't be sorry
Why
for me.
Are you sorry, Chef Don?
I know these are natural conversations I have with the beyond. I ain't sorry about that. This is knowledge and intel for me.
I'm laughing at Young Rich talking about he can't type. I'm Kelly.
He can't type it.
You can't read it or type it.
But what are y'all thoughts on that? I wanted to talk about. Are y'all familiar with Krishan Rock and Blueface?
Oh, yeah.
All of that drama that's going on.
Over you and so Deb, I'm gonna jump down. This is Red Label Confessions and Reactions, and sometimes investigations reporting live from the field. We'll see you next time. Have a great night.
All right. So
Now, what's going on with them?
Stay up here. You don't want to stay. What's going on with who?
With Krishan and Blueface.
So Little Baby, I guess, texted Krishan wanting to do like work with her or something like that. Blueface got upset and he started to go off. And then DJ Akademics, I don't know why I didn't put the tweets up here. Let me see if I can find it. Well, you know what? My computer freezes. But DJ Akademics basically started going back and forth with Blueface, basically saying that Blueface is hating on this girl, that he should allow her to work with other people in the industry, and just because he's not, his career ain't where it is or whatever, he doesn't need to stop hers. We all know that she's the clout, she's the reason why the Shade Room like is on to them. Like basically DJ Akademics was telling him.
Why does he always be getting everybody's
but this time it was valid.
I guess I don't know why they're either one of them are a thing at all. I hate watching it. I think it's horrible for young people to watch this relationship as it goes on. It sets the tone for people thinking this is okay. And she did that same. She kind of got real smart with Monique's when they were doing it. Did you see that? So I mean, it's like they're doing the same thing to each other, but I don't know. I guess whatever.
Well, what he said to me was valid, because right now the only reason why he's popping is because of Krishan Rock. She's the one that goes viral, and the Shade Room does post them every day because of her. Sometimes they just post her. So my thoughts on them, they are a very, very toxic couple. Reminds me of me and my baby daddy back when I was in college. Me and him were very toxic like that. And it's the reason why we're not together. I got some sense. Miss Krishan, I don't know. She's just stuck on Blueface. And I mean, we've seen his you know what. And I mean, it looks like it's worth staying for, but you don't stay for
I didn't see that, did I?
Huh?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, oh, she posted it.
I think I did see it. I think we talked about it.
Somebody posted it. But
I think we talked about that one time.
I don't think so. But either way, even though it is what it is, you still don't stay for that for real. Like, she has to see her worth. Like, she could make so much more money without him, because I think Lil Baby is not the only industry person that was reaching out to her. It's other men in the industry that have reached out to her, and Blueface he's constantly pulling her down.
What did she do?
She was trying to start a rap career, but she just, because of their relationship, they went viral, and you know, she's missing her tooth because of a fight she got into with another chick, Dylan. Right.
And he likes it out, right?
Either way, people love her. Like, they're getting attention because of her. I don't think she's pregnant. Excuse me, pregnant.
I hope she's not.
She's been partying and drinking. I don't think she's pregnant, even though she announced it.
She announced that she's pregnant?
Yeah, she was at the doctor's. And she was saying she's keeping the baby. But then she's been clubbing ever since her announcement.
I mean, do you expect her to do something different?
I think she's been drinking too. And she be carrying around bottles of Hennessy and stuff.
She probably ain't gonna stop drinking.
Yeah, yes, that's the video.
Oh, maybe Young Rich sent that to me.
She's a co-host tonight. Y'all gonna hear her. Cece said she's a co-host tonight. Y'all gonna hear her. What are you talking about? Oh, my kids. And hey, Val, good to see you. You talking about my daughter, Q. But yeah, with Krishan and Blueface and Akademics, as much as I disagree with everything that he ever says, I agree with him when it involved. I thought she lost the baby. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that, Miss Platinum. I have to look it up. What? What are you talking about? Oh, my kids. Yes. But yeah, I really think that he is only with her because he wants the clout now from her. It's another Ike and Tina.
Yeah, that's another car accident we're waiting to see crash.
Yes. Oh, and congratulations to Evangelist Val for making 1K on YouTube.
Oh, congrats.
Yes. Yes. So we did not plan to stay on long at all. We're at 36 minutes and we actually only decided to do 30 minutes.
Yeah, so we did good.
I'm tired.
Me
You're
too.
good?
Yes.
I thought this was fun.
So.
Well, all right. Well, thank you guys for joining. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Dev's channel, which is in the description. Yes. Anything else, Dev, before we get off of here?
That's it for me. I'm ready to go to bed.
All right. Music, and we are out. Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.
But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this